All right. First and foremost, when you call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, that's all praises to the Most High. And the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. We're the Hebrew Israelites of the Shikari out in San Francisco. Once again, to teach our people, who are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, according to the Bible, biblically, in America, which is also known as Babylon the Great, prophesying the destruction of this wicked place, along with the chief wicked man on the earth, who the so-called white man is a goddamn devil.
That's right.
This lesson is, again, to our people, and anybody else that wants to come up and challenge us and our God, we're going to give them the truth out of this Bible. Let's say it the Most High. But this is the reason why we're in captivity. This was quote-unquote holiday season, and our people want to celebrate folly. Christmas just passed. We just had a debate. Our elders had a debate with a knowledgeable brother. He was married to an Edomite. He had a Christmas tree in his back, but he ended up saying, "Oh, I'd rather celebrate the biblical holidays anyway, or holy days anyway, because I think it's more feasible for me." I'm like, "Well, brother, why the hell you got that tree in the back of you? Why you got the enemy on your side? You got a baby. I mean, obviously the baby's yours, but it's like it doesn't make sense." That's all part of the reason why we're in captivity. But bring that up.
Isaiah 5:13.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, my people are going into captivity.
He's going into captivity, whether that's in the book of Judges, all the other nations had us in captivity, Babylon, Persia, the Assyrian captivity, Greeks and then the Romans, and now since the last 500 years being in America, captive to this damn devil, the white man. And our job is to teach you why we went to this captivity and how to get out of that. Thus saith the Most High. It's a spiritual aspect to everything that you see on the earth. You just got to have that teacher to guide you in the right direction and have the Most High wake you up in the last days, Lord willing, and have you had a chance of salvation. Go ahead.
Because they have no knowledge.
They have zero knowledge. What's knowledge according to the Bible? We're going to bring it out. Let's go ahead.
And their honorable men are famished.
Honorable men are famished. At that particular time, all the way up until, 1969, where Elder Bivens woke up, who we believe is John the Baptist through the Spirit, woke up the nation of Israel and started that school of One West in Harlem, New York. And now, 40 years later, we got prophets and teachers all across all the world teaching this true biblical doctrine, and the white man hates it. And I love it, actually. But that's how you know we're doing the right thing. Thus saith the Most High. But the knowledge that we're going to bring out is all through the Bible, which can't be refuted. Go ahead.
And their multitude dried up with thirst.
Uh-huh.
Verse 14.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, hell hath enlarged her.
Hell hath enlarged her. What's hell? This isn't a physical hell where you burn in eternity. This is a condition that we're in. Hell have enlarged her. So wherever we're at, we're in hell. Physically, financially, emotionally. Go ahead.
And therefore, hell hath enlarged herself and opened her mouth without measure.
Without measure. So there's no end to this type of affliction we're going through because we turned our back on the Most High. We didn't want to keep His law, statutes, and commandments. We fell away. And that was all prophecy, but the Most High had to put us through that particular hardship to this time today for us to wake up and see that the white man is a devil and why we're in the place we're in. Go ahead.
And their glory.
Uh-huh.
And their multitude.
Uh-huh.
And their pomp.
And their pomp.
And he that rejoiceth shall be sent into it.
Exactly. So, he that rejoices, in that wickedness, they're going to descend into hell, which is that affliction. Get Hosea 4 and 6.
Hosea 4 and 6.
Uh-huh.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Who's Hosea's people? The nation of Israel. You so-called negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans that are scattered to the four winds of the earth, thus saith the Most High. And we got to come back to our nationality before it's too late and follow these laws to the best of our ability. But that knowledge we lost was given to us from the beginning as a heritage. Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
We rejected that knowledge, that wisdom, that understanding. We didn't want to follow the laws. Read.
I will also reject thee.
The Most High rejected us, as I said before. He put us through the affliction, that hell. So our job is to teach you why we in that place today and how we get out of it. It's actually not that hard. The laws aren't grievous, as it says. Don't wear mixed fabric. Don't eat pork. Don't eat abominable food. Keep the high holy days in the Bible as defined. Is that it?
that thou shalt be no priest to me.
Exactly. No more priests. No more people that teach this word. But we're doing it today. Read.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power.
Exactly. We forgot the law. Read.
I will also forget thy children.
Exactly. All the descendants of the nation of Israel, from the ancient times till now, the Most High had forgotten us up until, like I said, in 1969, as prophesied in Revelations. But our people still sleep. People celebrating Christmas still sleep. Celebrating a pagan holiday that they can look up a simple Google that'll let them know that it's a pagan holiday from Babylon. And everything's around this quote-unquote mysticism of America, but they stole all their wickedness and ideology from the captives that we were in. Babylon, Egypt, all that madness. So that doctrine's been pushed on us and forced on us, and it's a spiritual blockage. That's why we gotta slap them in the face with the spiritual knowledge of the Most High, so they wake up before it's too late, before they get destroyed. Is that it? Get Joshua 24 real quick. I don't have it now, but get Joshua 24.
Joshua 24 and 14. Now therefore, fear Yahweh.
Fear what?
Yahweh.
Fear the Most High. We have a problem with doing that. I brought that up last week or 2 weeks ago, I believe. We have a lack of fear. We don't realize that there's a greater, higher force than what we see on a daily basis outside of damn white man. We don't have a choice but to follow the Most High, because that's what we gave him. He's our power. He rules the earth, and he'll have us rule the earth if we only come back to his law and fear him and follow him. Read.
And serve him in sincerity.
Serve him in what?
Serve him in sincerity.
Sincerity. So you got to do it sincerely. Once you fear him, you're gonna realize that it's not a problem to do it, because you know he can judge you at any time. But if you do it sincerely, and obviously if it's ingrained in you, and I think it says in the new covenant, like I said, it's going to instill it in us naturally, but we have a chance now to do it naturally before that particular covenant gets put upon us. And that's how you're going to get part of the rulership and judging the earth, along with Yahushua. Read.
And in truth.
And in truth, read.
And put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood.
Exactly. Put away those false idols. Read.
And in Egypt. And serve ye Yahweh.
Exactly. Put away those false gods of Abraham's brethren, and put away the false gods that we saw in Egypt. All that's rhetoric and madness. How you doing, brother? You know your nationality?
Yeah, all I can say.
All you can say? You black? Are you the same color as your jacket?
No.
All right, well, I would say you're not.
I'm dark skinned, put it like that.
You are dark skinned, but where did our people come from?
I don't know where you come from. You came from God, as far as I know.
You're right.
He created everybody. From Adam and Eve. And they spread on now and this and that.
You're absolutely right. We're actually the chosen people of God. Have you heard?
Yeah.
Do you read the Bible at all? You believe in the Bible?
I believe in it, I ain't read it in a long time. Put it like that.
That's not a problem, brother.
Yeah, I hear
You get on this bus?
Yeah. You know, I read the Bible every now and then.
It's not a problem. I want to give you some literature before you go, real quick, just in case you don't have a chance to come back. But here, let me see. You're an Israelite, brother.
Keep God's laws, man.
All right, back to the lesson. Literature, but go ahead.
Joshua 24 and 15. And if it seems evil unto you,
If it seems evil unto you to do what?
to serve the Most High,
It shouldn't seem evil to serve the Creator that chose you from the foundation of the earth out of every nation on the earth. It shouldn't seem evil to you to serve him. Read. But what do our people say? Read.
Choose you this day whom you will serve.
Choose this day who you will serve. You can't serve God and mammon. You can't serve the devil and your creator. Read.
Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood.
Go ahead.
Or the gods of the Amorites.
All these false gods, we can't serve them. We're supposed to serve the creator, the Most High in heaven, Yahweh. Go ahead.
And whose land ye dwell.
Go ahead.
But as for me, in my house,
this is Joshua was talking about. This is what we're supposed to say. As for me and my house, what?
We will serve Yahweh.
We're going to serve the Yahweh, the Most High Creator, who's our power alone, Israel's power. And he's going to deliver us out of this place as long as we have the faith and keep his law that he told us to keep as a heritage. Is that it? What is
Verse 16. And the people answered and said,
Go ahead.
The Most High forbid that we should forsake Yahweh.
Exactly. This is what our people said. We forbid that we should forsake Yahweh, but obviously we know that we did it. But go ahead.
To serve other gods.
Now we serve this so-called cross that's in these Christian churches. That goes back to Babylon too, Tammuz. And these wicked cobblestones are these fake Muslims. Read.
For the Most High, our power, it is that brought us up and our fathers out of the land of Egypt.
Go ahead.
From the house of bondage.
Exactly. He delivered some bondage back then. He's going to do it now as long as we serve him sincerely. Read.
And which did those great signs in our sight.
Exactly. He's going to do them great signs again. Darken the moon, famine, all that stuff is going to happen in America, thus as prophesied. Go ahead, man.
And preserve us in all the way wherein we went.
Exactly. He's going to preserve us in all the way we went, wherever we go, as long as we keep these laws and fear him. Go ahead.
And among all the people through whom we pass.
Exactly. All the people that's going to see us, they're going to, actually going to get it. Get ready for it. That was actually next to this. And it's going to elaborate on what they're going to see when we pass these other nations. They're going to see his fear in the Most High. He's going to be on our side. He's not going to forsake us. But our people in captivity, so they don't believe in the Most High. He didn't say he believed in him, but he read the Bible forever. That's not necessarily an issue, but you got to know what's going on in these last days. And if you understand, you got enterprise, but hopefully, Lord willing, he reads that information and searches it out. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 4 and 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments.
Go ahead.
Even as the Most High my power commanded me.
The Most High commanded the Israelites to follow his laws as their heritage. Go ahead.
That ye should do so. In the land whither ye go to possess it.
Exactly. Whether we're in captivity or not, in rulership or downtrodden, we're supposed to keep his law. Read.
Keep therefore and do them.
Exactly. Go ahead.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding.
This is our wisdom and understanding. Go ahead.
In the sight of the nation.
In the sight of a nation. So when it talks about when we pass these other nations by, they're going to see us keeping the law and realize, oh wow, we can't even mess with these dudes. But the Most High's on their side. Did you have a question, brother?
Oh no, I just was,
Listening? You believe in the Bible? Do you consider yourself a Christian?
I just consider myself a child of God who believe in one God, the God that's up above.
That's true. That's what you should believe.
Yeah.
You believe in his son Jesus?
But I mean, yes, I do.
That's great. Let me give you some information before you go. You a child of God because you're an Israelite, brother.
Yes, sir.
One of the various 12 tribes. Are you so-called Negro, African American?
Yeah.
Your father's African American as well?
That's what they told us. But look, my niece is
An Israelite?
an Israelite.
You're an Israelite as well.
Yeah.
Every black, Hispanic, Native American you see is an Israelite, a child of God, a true child of God.
I'm gonna go through this and I'm gonna
Yeah,
get what you.
if you got a YouTube page or get on YouTube, you got internet.
Yeah.
Watch the information on YouTube if you don't got time. But we're out here every Saturday, brother.
Okay, I'm gonna check
And
this. I'm gonna go to YouTube. What do I punch in?
Let me see.
Get it right here. You get it right here so you can make sure.
Yo no show aquí.
You on YouTube a lot?
Ey, ¿sabía que los más indígenas?
Yeah, we be talking about the Israelites as well, you know.
Tap it in there with
Todos los aztecas eran
This is our group, Sakari. So you can just subscribe. There's actually a few different channels we have, but you can look through all of these brothers. And then we out here, you know, every week and every Saturday, about 3 to 6, 4 to 7. You know, we speaking the truth of the Bible, brother.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Farrakhan going to admit that we the Israelites, so you an Israelite, brother. You got to keep God's laws. That's the main focus.
Hey, I'm
all
gonna check it out, bro, and then we can discuss it.
Yeah, if you have any questions, come back. He dropped that.
Oh, thank you. Let me put this up. I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, definitely, brother. Appreciate it.
All right, my brother.
No, la Biblia dice que Jesucristo era negro.
Ya te vi, ya te vi.
Color de joven.
Oh,
You want to get this? Oh, okay. I'm
it's okay.
I'm going to give you something.
Oh my God. Hi. Sorry.
I know they can't see you, but
Oh my God. Yo no vino. Sí, pero ya me. Ay, no. Ajá. Muy bonito. Me gustó.
¿No sé?
Me gustó mucho.
El oficial vaya ella en su clase y se expresa en español. Viene de tu campo.
¿Los demás? ¿Los demás?
Lo demás estamos en Francisco, estamos en ahí, San Francisco, San Francisco, estamos en Texas.
¿No están ustedes dos?
Aquí en San Francisco, pero hay hay diferentes escuelas que la piden porque acabamos de empezar.
No, no son religiosos.
Porque miren, Dios nunca dio religión, eso dio ley. Él nunca me la cristianidad.
Que son muy interesantes, ¿ok? ¿Usted qué le guste? Y a ver, adiós,
adiós.
She said they gave her egg. Remember? But she said she looked into the class and she liked it.
Oh, really? The car or not? Oh, okay.
She said that she looked into the Bible's class.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Bible, she likes Bible class.
I think like they need to start doing this like with a camp, honestly, so they can feed the flock. Obviously, that's our job. But you know, they don't do it as the Lord wills. Shalom, man. Yeah, I'm watching our Shabbat Shalom. You get off work?
Nah, I just had to go handle it real quick at Metro real quick.
Oh, okay. Gerard, you going by? Yep. Sort of.
Gerard, 4, 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments,
Go ahead.
even as Yahweh my power had commanded me.
Exactly. They commanded the Israelites to follow his law. Like I said in Joshua, we're supposed to serve the Most High, get rid of these other false idols and gods, and serve the Most High in sincerity. That's going to be our wisdom when we pass the other nations. Read.
That ye should do so in the land whither you go to possess it.
Exactly. So whether we're in captivity or not, we're supposed to follow these laws. And when you read the book of Judges, we in and out of captivity, that whole book, whether it's Samson, Gideon, all the powerful men of the Most High, basically had to save us out of those captivities, and he had to tell them what to do. Follow these laws, repent, and turn from wickedness. But go ahead.
Keep therefore and do them.
And do them. That means do them continually. Read.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nation,
Go ahead.
which shall hear all these statutes and say,
Hey, the other nations will say what?
surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
This great nation is a wise and understanding people. So we know the will of the Most High. We know do's and don'ts, what to eat, what not to eat, what to celebrate, what not to celebrate. It's very simple once we read this book. Once we recognize who we are in this book and realize how the Most High feels about us and what we do when we forsake his law. Read.
For what nation is there so great, who had the Most High so nigh unto
Exactly. So
them?
Israel has the Most High, the Creator, nigh unto them. Because we're his chosen people. Go ahead.
As the Most High, our power is in all things.
Exactly. The Most High chose us out of all these nations, and we're supposed to represent them properly on this earth. But instead, we want to follow wickedness, turn away from it, and follow false gods and ideologies in these last days. And that's why we're in captivity.
That we call upon them for.
Exactly. These are all things that we call upon him for. So he's not going to hear our prayer, like it says in Proverbs, if we don't hear his law and follow his law. Is that it?
Verse 8. And what nation is there so great that has statutes and judgments so righteous?
Exactly. All these statutes and judgments are righteous. That's how you know what righteousness is. When you get to the New Testament, people just think you feeding the homeless and all this other nonsense is righteousness. It's not nonsense per se, but it says you're supposed to give to the godly man. And obviously, you know, people aren't godly if they don't know the will of the Most High and keep his laws. But read that part again.
And what nation is there so great
So Israel is so great, read.
that hath statutes and judgments so righteous?
Exactly, because we have the law, statutes, and commandments. That's what makes us better as long as we follow them. We have the love of God in us, and we're supposed to walk in that love by following his commandments. Read.
As all this law which I set before you this day, only take heed.
Only take heed. Only do this. Read.
To thyself. And keep thy soul diligently.
Exactly. Keep these laws diligently. Walk with purpose. When you wear these fringes, when you see the fringes, when you do something that's going off, you look down or feel them, you're like, man, I gotta be cognizant of what I'm doing and what I'm saying and what I'm eating. Because these laws is going to keep me righteous before the Most High in that day of judgment. Read.
Lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen.
Exactly. You're going to forget because when you see wickedness going on, you watch TV and all this indoctrination, you go into church and get this love affair and this ideology that God loves everybody. You start forsaking the law. They say the law is done away with. That's madness. All the Most High, all Yahweh Shai said in the New Testament was sin no more and keep the commandments. And Paul says, follow me as I follow Christ. And he said, I speak to you no new commandment. What changed? Nothing changed except for this wicked doctrine that's pushed out by the so-called devil, or the devil the Bible speaks of the white man. Read.
And lest it depart from thy heart all the days of thy life.
Exactly. Lest it depart from your mind all the days of your life. Is that it?
But teach them thy sons.
But teach our sons and our daughters all this law that we learn, so they can grow up in righteousness and teach their sons and daughters in this captivity until this thing gets demolished by the missiles. Read.
But teach them thy sons and thy sons, especially the day that thou stoodest before Yahweh thy power in Horeb.
Exactly. We stood before him in Horeb, and we took on these laws and entered into that covenant. Go ahead.
When the Most High said unto me, gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn to fear me all the days.
Read that part again.
Gather me the people together.
Gather me the people together. Well, that's what we're doing. We're calling out to our people. That's why it says in Proverbs, wisdom crying out in the street, in the chief place of concourse. All our people is walking up and down the street of San Francisco, bugged out of their minds, drugged up, they indoctrinated by this damn devil that it's okay to be homosexual, it's okay to celebrate these folly days. And waste their money and waste their energy talking about some holiday spirit. That's the same thing as spirit. Our people don't know no better. That's why we gotta come out and gather our people together in front of this word and truth. Read.
And I will make them hear my words.
We're gonna make them hear the words which is the law. Read.
That they may learn to fear me.
They gonna learn to do what?
That they may learn to fear me.
They're gonna learn to fear the Most High by coming in front of the prophets and teachers and learning what to do and how to walk in their life and be righteous. Is that it?
All the days that they shall live upon the earth.
Exactly. All the days they'll live upon the earth, they're gonna learn how to fear the Most High. You got a question, brother? You believe in the Bible? You believe in God? Have you ever been to church before? How you feel about church? It's all right. You go to church now? Okay, that's good. Because the church actually is full of lies and deceit.
That's right.
But if you look on that flyer he gave you, it says the African Americans are the so-called Jews of the Bible, or are the Jews of the Bible. Get Deuteronomy 28. We'll give you the perfect scripture to let you know how to recognize who you are according to the Bible. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel. Have you heard of that before? Yeah, that's all throughout the Bible. This whole Bible is written, the written records and prophecies of the Israelites who are God's chosen people. You're God's chosen people. And the first thing I'm going to tell you is that that cigarette's killing you, brother. And you start smoking cigarettes, honestly. If you look on that box, it says it causes cancer. There's no reason for you to be smoking it, honestly. And that's the first thing I'm going to tell you. Because if you defile your temple, the Most High says it's going to destroy you. Not necessarily now, but you might have cancer later on down the road, and you're causing it yourself. That's not even a smart idea. But we're gonna show you something real quick. And if you have any questions, brother, you can definitely come back, ask questions, or go on the website, YouTube, all that stuff. And you can watch videos, and you can come back and have questions after that. It's fine. Go ahead and read that. Get the 46. 45. Sorry, 45. So this is the reason why we're in this predicament that we're in as a people. Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans were all taken and conquested by the European nations. Do you agree? We came over here on slave ships, correct? That's in the Bible. We're going to read it to you. But read that part first.
Deuteronomy 28 and 45.
Uh-huh.
Moreover, all these curses
what?
shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee.
Exactly. All these curses are going to pursue the nation of Israel, who are Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because we forsook God's ways, which is the laws of the Bible. So when you go to church, all they say is, oh, the law's done away with. All you gotta do is love Jesus and accept him in your heart. That's rhetoric. You have to love Jesus, obviously, but there's a way about doing it, and it says follow his commandments. Jesus says that out of his own mouth in John 14:50. Read that.
And overtake thee, so thou be destroyed.
Exactly. Our people are destroyed because we fell away from the law. So read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Most High thy God.
Exactly. We didn't want to hear God. So Moses, this is Moses in the wilderness. You're familiar with the story of Moses, obviously, right? He led Egypt out of Egypt, or led Israel out of Egypt into the wilderness, split the Red Sea, and now God, visited Moses, gave him the laws to give to us. So this is Moses giving Israel an ultimatum. If you serve the Most High, he's going to put you above everybody. If you fall away, the curse is going to come upon you. This is what he's describing. But read.
To keep his commandments and his statutes.
Exactly. Our job is to keep the laws of God, because we're the chosen people. We're supposed to be above everybody else. We're supposed to be the government of the earth. So read that.
Which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So all these curses will be upon us for a sign, to let us know where the Israelites are. Even though we fell away from our identity, we came over here on slave ships, brought up in this white man's world and ideology. We're coming back to the truth at this time through the Spirit, because us as God chosen people, we automatically had that soul in us to believe in God. Even though you don't go to church, you still believe. Even though you might not know the truth, you still believe in God, because the Spirit in you that resonates with the Most High. You're a child of God, like you said before. Go ahead. 46.
And upon thy seed forever.
So all these curses will be upon us forever.
Because thou servest not the Most High thy God.
Yeah, we don't serve God. How you serve God? Following his ways, following his laws. Go ahead.
And with gladness, with joyfulness, and with gladness of heart.
So we should serve him with gladness of heart. Be diligent in serving and following his commandments. Go ahead.
For the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy.
So we're going to serve our enemies. You think the white man's our enemy? Absolutely. He murders us in the streets. We're the most people in jail. All that stuff. We're in poverty. We're in the ghettos. We didn't choose to come to the ghetto. After World War II, they refused us out. That's history. You can look up redlining. You look up all that. When our black people that fought in the war, they came back to America. Like, no, you can't move to our neighborhood. You're going to go over to these ghettos, and 30, 40 years later, what they give us? Crack cocaine, heroin. Why they do that? To keep us subdued to them. Have us depend on them. But go ahead. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
That's Jesus, man. I'm straight.
That ain't Jesus. You can step on Jesus, but don't do it on purpose.
I don't step on nothing like that. It's nobody else.
Hey, man. Yeah, you can just walk over the
I was looking through at you all, man, when I was walking through being apologetic, you know. But I didn't see that, John. I apologize.
Yeah, don't do it again, bro.
My apologies, man.
Go ahead.
It's done on purpose.
I know. You're a devil.
It's done on purpose, Jesus.
But yeah, let me read the main point. Go ahead.
Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which God shall send against thee.
So God sent the white man against us, breaking his laws. But guess what? God's gonna pay them back. How? America's about to be destroyed. Let's say the Bible. There's prophecies about thermonuclear destruction coming to America, which is known as Babylon in the Bible.
We on that?
You want to get on the bus? All right, bro. Look at the information.
Okay, I sure will, brother.
We didn't get to the main point, but yeah, you have a serious bro. Bug the hell out.
13, verse 22. Very black.
Huh? I don't know how they operate. It's crazy. Our people is just finished. Escape through drugs and other mechanisms of madness. They need some spiritual food, how to wake up, come up out of that ideology. Where you at? You gonna do it on your more already, right? Our people's in captivity for a reason. That same reason that we read in Deuteronomy 28. We're supposed to keep the laws, but we chose not to. We didn't choose to fear the Lord and serve Him with sincerity and diligence. We didn't teach our sons to do it because we fell away as a nation. So when Yahweh is on the scene, He's bringing us all back to the Spirit, telling us what to do. And obviously, we're still under these curses today. So a remnant is coming back in perfect timing, obviously, and we're trying to draw our people near to hear this word so they can have an opportunity and teach other people as well if this place continues on for a few more years. Go ahead.
It said, out of the editions of Esther in the Apocrypha, chapter 14 and verse 6. And now we have sinned before thee.
We sin before the Most High Yahweh. Read.
Therefore hast thou given us into the hands of our enemies.
Exactly. The Most High allowed our enemies to conquer us because we decided not to serve Him. We want to go and be idolaters and eat abominable foods and start intermingling with these other heathen nations. But go ahead.
Because we worship their gods.
We worship what?
We worship their gods.
This white image on the sign is another god that they created, which is the chief god of the earth at this time, or not real god, but a false god of the earth at this time, which is also prophesied in Wisdom of Solomon as well. So this white Christ is the same god that our people bow down to and still think is above him. That's why look at this white man as some type of a powerful person. When he's nothing but a damn devil bound beast of the earth, but will be destroyed. Go ahead.
Oh, Yahweh, thou art righteous.
Yahweh's righteous. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, it satisfieth him not.
Exactly. We were satisfied with serving the Most High and keeping His law. So we had to go into captivity and repent for it all throughout the Bible, and that's what we're calling for today. Read.
That we are in bitter captivity.
We're in bitter captivity. Babylon the Great is America. Read.
but they have stricken hands with their idols.
Exactly. We're stricken hands for our idols. We don't want to put away our idols. Them rosaries we got around our neck. Them crosses we got around our neck. Islam, them amps, all that madness is an idol. Let's say it the Most High.
Right.
That's all following this. And celebrating Christmas is one of the chief holidays that people want to celebrate. Because, I was actually at work yesterday. I just got out. We got early, 5 o'clock. This is, I wouldn't say she's Mexican, but she might be, she's a Hispanic woman. A younger lady, she's like 21, 22. I'm like, oh, she's like, you celebrate Christmas? I look at her, I'm like, anyways, I look at her, I'm like, I don't celebrate Christmas. She's like, really? You're Jehovah's Witness? I'm like, nah. She's like, oh, well, my friend told me the same thing. I'm like, yeah, he's smart. Like, ain't no reason to celebrate a pagan holiday. She's like, well, at least you can do it for the kids. I'm like, well, I don't got no kids. And I don't celebrate no pagan holidays. There's no point. I'm saving myself money and heartache by going out of these bugged out crowds trying to get a damn laptop or some madness that I can buy any time of the year. Like, why guys do it on this particular day? People don't know it's celebrating Nimrod and some type of homosexual tree that they put up representing the phallus and some type of gonads and all this other madness. It doesn't make sense. But read that part from the top.
Because we worship their gods.
We worship their gods, read.
Oh, Yahweh, thou art righteous. Nevertheless, it satisfies them not.
Exactly. We weren't satisfied by keeping the law. We want to go after other ideologies and gods because we don't have a spiritual sense to follow the Most High in righteousness. We're looky-loos. We see everybody else doing what they're doing. We think they're better than us, which is madness. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, it satisfied them not. That we are in bitter captivity.
We're in bitter captivity, read.
But they have stricken hands with their idols. That they will abolish the thing
Go ahead.
that thou with thy mouth hast ordained and destroyed thy inheritance.
Exactly. They destroyed our inheritance. He caused us to go into captivity, lose our inheritance. We weren't keeping the law, so it's just natural for us to fall away. But the Most High ordained we're supposed to come back and keep these laws, and He kept a remnant of us that didn't want to follow these idolatrous ways, and us to be the teachers and come out in His last days and tell you what to do to get out of this captivity and avoid that damnation and that second death. Is that it?
And stop the mouth of them that praise thee.
Exactly. Stop the mouth of them that praise thee. So they should stop the mouths of the former prophets at that time, and our priests, because they didn't want them to. I think this is what. Get that next after Isaiah 30. Our people don't want us to prophesy to them good things. So they had to shut up our mouths and stone Stephen and that because he bounded them, telling them about all the wickedness they were doing. Is that it?
Right.
You went on past 7, but that was good though. It's all good. Yeah, 39 and 10. But our people is just so foolish. They rather hear smooth words, and it's gonna say exactly that in the Bible. Okay?
Isaiah 30 and 9.
That
this is a rebellious people.
Israel's a rebellious people. You negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans are rebellious. I tell you, plain and simple, you got a cigarette in your mouth, it has cancer on the box, but you rather smoke it anyway. What sense does that make? You rather die from your own hand. Read.
Lying children.
Lying children. Go ahead.
Children that will not hear the law of the Most High.
Exactly. The children of Israel ain't gonna hear the law of the Most High, but we're stiff-necked and hard-headed. We gotta feel the wrath first, and Lord willing, we be the number that gets delivered. But we don't want to feel that second death, or go through that, race war and all that madness. You go ahead.
Which say to the seers, see not.
Read.
And to the prophets, prophesy not.
Exactly. Prophesy not and don't see what we're doing, the wickedness we're doing. Every holiday season, we already know 2/3 of our people or more, we're going to fall in line to buy all these gifts and Christmas presents and buy these trees and all these Halloween costumes and all this other nonsense that don't mean a damn thing the day after you put it away. Go ahead.
Prophesy not unto us right things.
Prophesy not unto us right things, which is the holy law that the Most High gave us. Go ahead.
Speak unto us smooth things.
Speak unto us smooth things like a Christian pastor does. Sow a seed, you'll get tenfold. Love your enemies, which is a so-called white man. Which we're not going to do that.
That's right.
We're not going to let no damn devil that put us in captivity. That's the most perverse, vile beast of the earth. We're not going to love him. we're gonna love our people and tell them what they're doing wrong, and Lord will and they repent. Go ahead.
Right.
Speak unto us smooth things.
Speak unto a smooth thing.
Prophecy deceits.
Prophesy to see. Look and see. God loves everybody. He's gonna save everybody. Madness. All the rhetoric that you heard in Christian church for the last 50 years. We don't prophesy that. We prophesy thus saith the Most High, like Ezekiel 3. If you don't turn back and hear the word and follow these laws, you're gonna be destroyed. And it's gonna be a sword of destruction. And the Most High is gonna laugh at your calamity, like it says in Proverbs. Is that it? Nehemiah 9, 26 and 30.
Very black.
I don't get it. 26 and 30. This is really a drug block. I'm just seeing nothing but fiends and people strung out. This is crazy. Go ahead.
Nehemiah 9 and 26. Nevertheless, they were disobedient.
Exactly. Our people were disobedient when we came out of Babylonian captivity, so we had to go back into the Persian captivity. The Assyrian captivity, actually the Assyrian captivity was the same time, but a Persian captivity. Go ahead.
And rebelled against thee.
Exactly. We rebelled against the Most High. Once again, read.
And cast thy law behind their backs.
Cast the what?
Cast thy law behind their backs.
Our people cast the law behind our backs. Going to the Christian church, that's exactly what you're doing on a daily basis. You cast the Most High's law behind your back by saying the law's done away with. It doesn't make sense. Christ fulfilled the law. Wrong. That's why we're in captivity to this day. But go ahead.
And slew thy prophets which testified against them.
And you what?
They slew thy prophets which testified against them.
They slew the prophets that testified against them. Us coming out here day in and day out, these Christians that had an ideology, they slowing us through the spirit. They think we're being wickedness and evil by teaching a doctrine that's foreign to them. But it's actually biblical. Because the Most High said we're supposed to separate from these heathens and be separated holy from the Most High and keep His law. And if you kept the laws, you know that the devil and these other nations aren't supposed to be around us.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. Our people are so blind and dumb that they think we're supposed to just be a coalition of nations like the LGBT and just follow their ways and be one mind like them. Isn't that what Babylon,
we're going to
the Tower of Babel, how they got separated and split down the middle? All that got separated because it was madness, and Most High didn't want all the nations together. And when Christ comes back, it'll be the same thing.
That's right.
Our people cast law behind their back. That's how they know they're doing wickedness, and they killed the prophets. And they said we might be killed for it. And it'll be a glorious thing to be martyred for Yahweh shining out.
That's right.
That's right.
We're gonna teach this proof till death, you know. And our job is to do it in front of everybody, in front of all these nations, whether they like it or not. A policeman, government official, whatever the case, they're gonna hear this word.
Bring it out.
To turn them to thee. And they brought great provocations. Therefore, thou deliveredest them into the hand of their enemies.
Exactly. We cast the law behind our back, killed the prophets, so they didn't tell us what we were going off at, and the Most High delivered us to the enemies of the earth. Chiefly the white man at this time in America, who runs the world, who we should know who's wicked, but our people are just so simple, they just don't care.
Facts.
They just want to do their individual thing and not care about the rest of the people. They turn on the news and TV, any type of social media platform, they see our people getting gunned down, and oh man, what happened? Then the very next day, they back to watching football or basketball, not even giving a damn. We gonna care every day, sun up to sundown. Every time we wake up, we got a law on our mind. We got people that need to repent on our mind. 144,000 on our mind. Lord willing, we gonna go ahead.
Who vexed them.
The heathens vexed us in their captivity. Read.
And in the time of their trouble, when they cried unto thee, thou heardest them from heaven.
Exactly. We cried unto the Most High in all our captivities. And that's what we need to do at this time. That's what we're here to do, chiefly. Slak. You got that oh, this one? Slot. But yeah, we got